Hey, what's up guys? It's Joey and today we're going to be taking a look at the iPhone 6. Now this is the 4.7-inch variant. I was expecting a 5.5-inch, but it hasn't quite gotten here yet, so let's just go ahead and take a look at this one. Okay, as you can see, I've already kind of opened this and played with it, but we'll go ahead and pull this phone out of the box and take a look at what we've got inside. So we've got a pouch here that had a user manual, or I guess a quick start type guide here. It's got some iPhone 6 literature here, some stickers, and that's really it. There was no SIM ejection tool in there. I was actually kind of surprised at that, but there wasn't one in there. So let's take a look at the rest. We have the ear pods. I guess we'll call this a power brick here. And then we have our lightning cable. So picking this thing up, the first thing that you notice is how light it is. The second thing you notice is how thin it is. I am coming from a bigger Android phone, which was the G3. That's 5.5 inches, and this is 4.7 inches in a way smaller form factor. It's almost too thin, I guess, to hold comfortably because these edges are rounded. The previous iPhone, the iPhone 5S, was boxier, had a lot of flat lines and things, so it was a lot easier to hold in the hand. But other than that, I would say that pretty impressed with the build quality of this phone. Now, this is a phone that I would definitely recommend putting a case on, if not for anything else, but to make it just a little bit bigger so that you can actually hold on to it better. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the front. We have our appropriate sensors up here. We've got our earpiece, our, let's see if you can see it, the front-facing camera there, and then there's two little sensors up here you probably cannot see. This thing holds fingerprints like nobody's business. We've got the home button with the Touch ID sensor there. Coming around to the bottom, we have our lightning port, speaker, microphone, and then your 3.5mm headphone jack. Now, there isn't anything on the top this time around. They moved the power button from the top to the side over here, so that's actually a good thing. With this thing being as tall as it is, you can still reach it, but it's probably easier to get to with your thumb. Then we have our nano SIM slot there. We have our ringer / mute toggle switch, and then we have our volume up and down buttons. Everything feels very premium, very clicky. Great tactile feedback. Coming around to the back of the phone, we have that 8-megapixel iSight camera there, the True Tone flash, Apple logo, and then just your standard Apple whatever right there on the back. So you'll notice these lines here across the back. That's for the antennas. Those are the antenna breaks there, because this phone is made of mostly metal. This will help ensure that your reception stays good and isn't affected by the material. You also have NFC in this version of the iPhone now, so that's something else that would have been affected by the all-metal construction. Now, I did mention the camera. You can see the camera actually protrudes. So if you set it down, it actually becomes, I don't know if you can see that, but it actually becomes a little wobbly and unsteady because of that camera there. I would say that's pretty much it. This is just a quick unboxing, a quick tour of this phone. It is powered on. Touch ID is pretty much instantaneous. Works awesome. The screen is, it's really good. It's a really good screen. I hate to say anything bad about it, but you know, coming from such high pixel dense phones, phones that are 1080p, phones that are quad HD, I know people say that you can't really tell much of a difference, but I feel like I really can. I mean, I can't pick out individual pixels, but I can actually see a difference. And another thing I will mention is if you are coming from an Android device that is a little bit bigger, you might want to think about picking up the 5.5-inch device. At times I feel like it's a little cramped typing here on the screen, even though it is bigger. It does feel a little bit cramped. Okay, so that's really about it. I'm going to try to save a couple things for my review. Should have that out here in the next couple weeks. I really want to take my time with this phone. I want to test out all of the features. So anyway, guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button down there below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for future videos. And as always, we'll see you next time.